Hi guys. All right. So hopefully you already did the drill sound warm up for today for foundations. I have actually found our pages that go along with all of our foundation units, the ones that we usually send home for our packet. So I think that I'm going to use these to help us do foundations. So sometimes I'm going to post an activity like the one we're going to do today, or sometimes I'll do a teaching video. We're going to do dictation later this week. So for this one, this is a fill in the word activity. It has our two vowel teams, EE and EA. Both of them make the long E sound. You're going to notice that some of the words in our word bank here are words that sound the same, but they are spelt differently and they mean something different. So we have meet and meet. We have week and week. We have beat and beat, steel and steel, and creek and creek. All right, so the reason I don't have this in presentation mode is because for you to be able to fill in the blanks when you go on, you're going to need to be in this mode. So each of these pages is going to be a page for each of you. So one page per person. It's the same page repeated over and over again. Before I post it, I'm going to put a little box up here for you to put your name in it. And all you have to do is read the sentences and choose the correct word to fill that sentence. But before we do that, let's go through these words and let's talk about what each of them means, because they are words that sound exactly the same, but are not spelled the same and do not mean the same thing. We want to make sure we understand what each of them means. And the name for these type of words is called homophones. It tells us that right up there. So if we start with week and week. So this type of week with two E's is like days of the week, 7 days in a week. And this type of week with the EA is when you're not strong. So the opposite of strong, right? Then we have creek and creek. This creek with an EA is a sound, right? The door can make a creak sound, okay? Or your knees sometimes creak. This type of creek with the two E's is a type of water, right? Smaller than a river. It's a very small stream of water. A lot of times if you go over to Shark River Park, or when we went with Mr. Warner to Summerwood, we would see a creek. Then we have meet and meet. So this meet with the two E's is if you are meeting somebody for the first time, right? Or meeting somebody somewhere. And this meat is the type of meat that you eat. And you can remember that one because it actually has the word eat in it. Then we have the word beet and beet. So beet with two E's is the vegetable, right? It is something that you can eat. And beat with the EAT, you can't follow that same eat rule with this one. It's actually the opposite. This is a sound, so the beat of the drum. Right? And then we have steel and steel. This steel with the two E's is a type of metal that they use to make buildings. This type of steel is to take something, right? So when you are filling out your sentences, you have to make sure you choose the correct word. So maybe you might think it's the word meat, but you have to make sure you choose the correct meat to go with that sentence. Now, remember, for those of you who haven't been on to do these type of fill-in activities before, all you have to do is click on the box and type in your answer. Right? Remember, one page per person. I'm going to put a name box on the top so that you can have your very own page. If you notice the page before yours is already completed, just go down into the next blank page. This way I can see the answers that you're coming up with. We can save ink on our printers for those of us who have printers, and those of us who do not have printers. This is a great way for us to still be able to do a response sheet and not have to write it out on our own. All right, guys, I will check in with you later. Bye.